Welcome back to Regular Guys Outdoors. I'm Chris. A few days after Christmas, I jumped on a plane, headed out to North Carolina for my annual adventure with Phil. The first few days we're going to be quite busy. We've got a diverse agenda. First up, we're going into the swamp, and there's 3 of us: Phil, me, and Drew. So Phil's got a new hunting buddy, and I'm not saying I'm jealous or anything, but you know, I was there first. So the 3 of us were down in the swamp. Phil drops me off on a pretty sweet blind. Got a place to hang my gun. I've got a sweet little camo net. I got a place to hang up my pack. And I even got a 5-gallon bucket to sit on. Even though it was a pretty clear day, the woodies actually waited until legal time to start flying. That was really all the action we had that morning, despite Fred over there doing his darndest to try to pull him in. Later that night, I'm deer hunting. Now right here, I popped a deer right there a couple years ago, and another one right back in here. Now unfortunately, my dummy self did not bring the battery. It's back at Phil's house. So I brought a camera and tripod for absolutely nothing. But I do got the trusty 270. And this clip shows some deer out there, but it's crappy footage because it's from a GoPro within 10 minutes of legal time. But I did pop a beautiful doe, and I don't think you've ever seen a hunting vehicle as a Honda Civic like this. That's the new beater, because danger is no more. She burned up. It's Sunday morning, you can't hunt waterfowl in North Carolina, so Phil's going to take me out to go jugging. It's something he's picked up recently and he really likes it. It's a beautiful but quite cold morning when you're rolling up the river. So after a quick instruction, we're baiting up 30 jugs of various types. Some are noodles on PVC, some are Gatorade bottles, but they all work. I'm done. Now we're heading up to set these bad boys out. I kind of like this model here where you have a cap. All the string is in that joker. You just do it, pull, and I'm tangled a little bit, but it works pretty good.
Throw them away from the birds if you can, so we get a little wider.
So like I said, we're throwing out about 30 of these bad boys. The stuff in the string inside with the cap is brilliant.
That's pretty good. These are, of course, these are Gatorade bottles. Not all of them are in there. I just make them out of, the neat thing about, you can make them out of anything.
The water's pretty calm, so you can see them pretty good right now. We did have a little problem. The dam above us was releasing water, so there was a pretty good current going down. So we ended up having to chase these things around a bit. But eventually, one started to bob.
It's popping good. I think we got a fish on this. Grab the rope. Look at that. That's a nice one. That's how it's done. What do you think? Are you impressed? The hardest thing is getting the hook out. That's good eating size right there, dude.
And that was the only one we caught. If it wasn't for that deer the night prior, we'd be off to a really slow start this year. But in the morning, Phil and I were going to go into the same spot we were on Saturday morning. It's just Phil and I this time, and we're going in a little further because over the years we've seen ducks dip down back in there, and on Saturday we saw at least 6 mallards drop in there. So we're going to go in a little bit deeper because we got them figured out. Danger's little cousin. We got to come up with a name.
Duck Commander.
Duck Commander, huh?
Yeah, that's the Duck Commander.
And we need the four-wheeler here because there's no way the Civic is going down this trail. One thing I noticed on the way in was that the water is down 10 to 12 inches from where it was on Saturday. On Saturday, the Mojo pole was almost underwater, and today it's sticking out about 13 or 14 inches.
On time. So far, everything. Now, if we don't have a log in here, we're going to be great fit. Ooh. Yeah, that's soft down in there, boy. There's a bunch of junk in there too. Cut your light off for a second so we can see.
Eventually we did find a couple of trees to stand by, even though it was dark and we're in unfamiliar territory. And eventually we got 2 customers coming in. I got that one and I snagged it out in front of Phil because he had his sights on that same bird.
You shot the one I was going to shoot.
That mighty common of me. And from the gun camera view, and then from Phil's view, he's lining up on that bird and I take it out, kind of mess him up a little bit. Now he's got to try to track the other one. A little later, another pair come. I miss, but Phil did not. Here's a view from Phil's gun cam. So I dropped one over by him and he dropped one out behind me.
You see where he fell?
Yeah. Nice shot, Phil. I'll go back and get this one. I think I see the white belly back here.
Yeah, you look for mine, I'll look for yours.
Mine? Do you see that log that's down?
Yeah?
It's like to the right of it.
Okay. Yeah, because the mallards, they won't come in for a while.
And it might be on this side of the log, but it's kind of right in that area.
Okay.
walking back there. And once everything calmed down, it was time to drink a little coffee. Look at this sweet thermos. If you can see Phil, he's right back over here. And look at the bottom of the thermos. It's actually crimped like a shotgun shell. In hindsight, I think that low water level hindered us back there because now all we see is this brown grassy stuff out here. With another 10 or 12 inches of water, there'd be a lot more open water, and I think it'd be more inviting for the ducks. Cheers, Phil. And some folks would probably argue, and I couldn't disagree, that this is why we sometimes miss our opportunity at ducks, because we're not standing there with gun in hand for hours at a time. Eventually it's time to head out because we got to pack up to go camping. We're going to go to the property that we turkey hunted on in the spring, and Drew's going to join us, and I think we're going to stay 2 nights. Hope you like this video, and I hope you join us for the next one. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button down there. It's free. Hit that thumbs up, also free. And if you want, hit that bell for notifications when new videos come out. Thanks for watching.